Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
That's what I'm talking about, defense. Here we go. 70 ending. 51. Stop your butt. Mike 51, Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. Go. Motion. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
There's Murray. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Yup. Zoom.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Go. 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike. You can't block me. Yeah. Shit.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also times, if you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
At their own 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Right here, guys. 2-6. Mike 51.
Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he's going to... And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the rep, let's go, right here. 58, right over.
On play action, it's Murray. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, he's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Go, Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, and he hits Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Mike 51.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
51's the mark. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
6-6, pull it high. 36.
On first, they go right back to Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go counter with Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Oh, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Murray now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
51 the money.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the give, running right is Howard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Garoppolo. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's bring it.
11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
White. 13. Get hot.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 52. Protein spill. Get hot.
Running with Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Garoppolo. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All day, dog.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, let's go. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
61. Match box. Right. Kill. Slam. Begin.
They'll run with Muhammad, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Go. I got it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Truck. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
12, fellas. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Give me some.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Murray now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready. Mike 51. Come up the ball.
Murray now on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Hey, big series right here. We got to step it up. 51 for
To throw again on second down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And fights through one man, steps away, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11. Check back 34. Mike 34. Watch twist. Go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go, here we go. 180! You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Switch, switch, switch. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Here we go.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,